Hello, hi, it's Will, back at it again, another video. Great to see you today, great to see you. So, I don't necessarily have a question today, but I'm going to do something a little bit different. So, this is week 6 for me, or week 7, I've had 6 shots on the weight loss medication, Mounjaro. So I mentioned it a few times before, a little bit in other videos, but I guess I wanted to do like an explicit update on what my experience has been like on the medication so far. So, a couple numbers to outline. I started at 173 kilograms-ish. And at the time of recording, last I weighed myself was last Friday. I'm recording on Tuesday. I was 163 kilograms. So I lost about 22 pounds, a stone and a half, in 6 weeks. Now, you know, I'm a heavy dude, right? 173 kilograms. I think it's like 27, 28 stone. Is a lot of weight to be carrying, right? I'm 6'2", so my BMI at start was about 47 or 48, and it has come down now. I'll put the number on the screen somewhere. And I guess I just wanted to talk about what it's been like to be on Mounjaro. So I'm not a scientist, I'm not an expert on this. I'm just a guy who's had challenges with his weight his whole life. Tried a lot of different diets. Regular exercises. I've done regular strength resistance training for at least a year and a half. So there has only been 2 weeks I've missed of not doing any strength training since January 2024. My strength has gone up a ton. By result, I would probably say about doubled in most metrics of what I can lift, which is great, but I haven't really lost any weight. But for many years I've been very overweight. You know, I'd say peak weight I've probably been 185 kilos before, around 400 pounds, I think, if my conversion's right, prior to doing some exercise. And exercise is good, and I want to keep doing exercise, but I guess I felt like I needed some medical support. So I was hearing a lot about Mounjaro, a lot of people talking online about Mounjaro. And Ozempic or Wegovy, semaglutide, being the chemical name of that, or trizepatide is the Mounjaro chemical. And I was just reading into a lot of the benefits people were getting, helping them manage with their drinking, alcohol, and smoking, and helping their gut health be good, cardiovascular benefits. There are a lot of people a lot smarter than me that definitely know all of this stuff a lot better than I do, so please go and talk to doctors or whatever, and read official materials about the benefits of this stuff. But I was really curious because for a long time, I feel like I've tried to make a lot of efforts to be healthy, eat healthy. I don't eat sugary food, I don't eat cake, I don't eat chocolate. Not really much at all, even prior to Mounjaro, for a very long time. But I guess it was always the quantity of food that was my challenge, my struggle, right? I always could eat a ton of food. And I've been in therapy for a bunch of this stuff, been figuring this stuff out. So I know a lot of the emotional triggers, but I guess the more I've been reading into Mounjaro, the more I'm learning about this kind of this food noise that people talk about, these food cravings, right? So I'm okay, let's do it, Mounjaro. Let's give it a go. I was really scared because I hate needles, because there's a GLP-1 and there's GIP in it, which makes it good for some reason, more hormones. Whatever. Took the plunge at the start of June. We're now middle of July, time of recording. So my expectations were, honestly, I was kind of a bit nervous, a bit anxious. I'm not a huge fan of medications generally, in that I try to avoid them where possible. But I thought this time, like, clearly I need it, right? Because I've been like putting a ton of effort in for years. These food cravings are really tough. I'm still eating a bunch. I'm still like, cheese is my downfall. Love cheese. Ate a bunch of cheese, high calorie stuff, and like that's how I'm here where I'm at. And I felt really frustrated. I felt a lot of shame, a lot of disappointment in myself, a lot of shame for even like considering having Mounjaro, because I guess I've heard negative opinions from people. Oh, it's like a cheat code, or like you're lazy. And I guess for me, I'm like, I've been working out 2 to 3 times a week, like consistently for the past year and a half, but like the latter half of my 20s. Like I'm 30 now, and like I've been working out in the gym since like the pandemic. Like when the pandemic happened, which is like 5 years ago now to think about it, like it started 5 years ago, I've been working out like the whole time, right? Not consistently, and that's like on me. That's a personal failing on my consistency there, but like I've been going to the gym for like 5 years, okay? And like in the pandemic, I went really consistently, like 5 days a week for a good year. So like, it's not like I haven't put effort in, you know. I won gym goer of the month at my gym because of like the commitment and the longevity of like me going to the gym and how hard I was going to the gym, like especially in the pandemic. So for me, I guess that comment really rubs me the wrong way, because I've done a lot to work on my attitudes towards food. I've done a lot to like exercise and move more and do like resistance training, and it just hasn't like worked for me because of various, I feel like emotional deep set trauma stuff, that like basically food is my default coping mechanism. So I couldn't see any other way out. So Mounjaro, here we are, week 1, nervous as hell, injected it shakily, rewatched the video a bunch of times, went with ads to pharmacy to begin with, and then first week, I was hit like a truck. I had nausea, felt bad, aches, like felt really bad. Week 2, and it subsided over the week, right? So I noticed the food cravings kind of go through the floor immediately, and I didn't even understand what like food noise was. But now taking Mounjaro, I'm like, oh my god, I literally can just do other things. I don't have to think about food. Food is not on my docket. I only remember to eat even now because of like the routine I have. I'm like, well, in the morning, sometimes I'll eat breakfast, sometimes I won't. I definitely have lunch, but then we get the Gusto deliveries kind of coming consistently, and like that helps me just not have to think about food and regularly eat a varied, nice range of food 5 days a week. With 4 portions 5 days a week. So I have 1 for lunch, 1 for dinner. And that benefits me immeasurably. But on Mounjaro, I'm really glad I had that, because I think if I didn't have that, I would have eaten a ton less, because on this medication has been very strong for me. Like between week 2 and 3, I had like violent vomiting and diarrhea, stomach pains I've had somewhat consistently for a few weeks back. Past couple of weeks have been really good, really clearing up in terms of side effects, but I've been like getting hit a bunch with a ton of side effects, lots of sulfur burps, which are terrible, smell awful, and now I'm like trying to get the right supplements to balance that out and eat a lot more fiber. And I notice now I'm like figuring this out and getting the flow of things. My stomach's feeling way steadier, and I notice when I'm not doing it, when I like don't drink enough or I don't get enough fiber in, that's when all the symptoms kind of are coming back. So I think what I'm really appreciating about Mounjaro in this journey is that there are very concrete consequences to me doing a bad job of taking care of my like food portions and like what I'm eating. Like I actually really like that. I think it conditions me to be really conscientious, because I know there's gonna be consequences. It's gonna be bad, and I like that. And I guess for me, from what I learned of other people, I've been reading on Reddit, Mounjaro UK subreddit, I feel that I've learned that a lot of people respond to this medication in different ways. You know, I'm still on the starter dose of 2.5 milligrams, and I feel like I've still had really strong effects the whole time. You know, I've got another 6 doses lined up. I got half a pen and another whole pen of 2.5 milligrams. And for me, I'm only just like coming off the roller coaster of pretty strong side effects. And my weight's still dropping pretty hard. Like I lost 3 kilo last week. So, but also, I weigh a ton. I weigh a lot. So, this is all super relative, right? If you weigh 100 kilograms and your goal weight is 65 kilo, like you're going to lose weight a lot slower than me, who started at 173 kilograms and my goal weight's probably about 100 to 90 kilos, depending on like how much muscle I have, right? Because we're all different, and that's cool, and that's okay. But yeah, 6 shots in, it's still been steady weight loss. After the vomiting and diarrhea, I lost a bunch of weight, lost 3 kilos, and then I bounced back up, which is like kind of what I expected, right? So I lost a ton of water, so I thought a lot of it's water weight, as it usually is in the first month, from what I hear. So lost a bunch of that. And then I had like the past couple of weeks, I think, where like I was like really getting it and locking in on what I needed to do for my body. And then I had like a really big drop again. And that felt really rewarding and positive to me, I guess, because like really I want to be losing like half a kilo to a kilo a week. That's like a safe, steady amount. I don't want to be losing 3 kilos a week. So I don't think it'd be healthy in the long term for my body to be dramatically losing weight quickly. Because historically I'd lost 9 stone by myself, and that took a long time. That took like 18 months, 2 years. So I feel on Mounjaro, I don't want the weight to drop off really quick, but it is because I guess I have a lot of fat, because I'm currently fat, and that's like the reality of my experience. I guess so far I want to say I'm just really grateful for the medication. I'm really grateful this exists right now. I'm getting into a really good groove with it. It was kind of making me like not go to the gym for a bit because of how delicate I felt for weeks. I was going like maybe once a week tops. But like I'm really getting in the groove of it now. I'm so grateful this medication exists. And for all you fellow people struggling with your weight out there, I'm glad we can all have something that will help us with the food cravings. Food cravings have been a problem for me forever. And thank you to whoever made this medication, this tirzepatide. It's only been 6 weeks, but like I went on the treadmill and I ran, and I've been going to the gym for like years, right? And I've been like walking uphill because I've been like afraid it would really hurt my knees to run. And like I ran for a minute, and like my knees were slightly tender, to be fair. But like I ran, and I think that was really meaningful for me. I put my coat on today that I bought in January, and it was really tight when I bought it. I could barely fit it on. I had to like suck in to put it on. And now I just put it on normally. And like that's such a relief. When you're raised in an environment where you have to make it through, or you're just you just learned behaviors that made you eat like crap. You don't even know where they came from, right? Having something like this, I can't even put into words how meaningful it is to have some control back. I'm getting emotional thinking about it, actually. Like, I'm really grateful for this, and I think it's really been a huge problem for me for a long time. I feel like a lot of my life's been on hold because it's always been like, I'm going to lose weight and then I'll do all the things I want to do. And now I'm losing weight, and now the things I want to do feel like they're actually going to happen. And that means a lot to me. So I'm going to leave it there for today. Mounjaro update. 6 shots in. This is how I'm feeling. This is what's happened so far. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.